to develop quality education. Whenever we talk about quality education, the term quality comes frequently because that itself shows obviously that we are not in quality. Then we will talk about the quality when there is not. Therefore, that automatically obviously shows us our present education system is not expected quality. Therefore, we are searching for it and trying to develop to get the quality education. So let us see the present situation of education. So if you ask anyone, students or whoever study, why do you study? Then the people will say, yeah, to get a degree or get a certificate or on whatever it is. If you ask further, then what do you want degree or certificate? Just to get a better job. Yeah, okay. Getting a better job, after that what will you do? And say that I will get good salary, and after getting good salary, what will you do? Then I will buy whatever I want to buy and fulfill my desires. So after fulfilling your desires, what will you do? Then people will say that I'll be happy in my life. That's all. So if you ask the same person after being happy, what will you do? Then can you ask this question? Can you get any answer if you ask after being happy, what will you do? So no answer for this, because happiness is the ultimate goal of life. Therefore, you cannot ask question being happy, what will you do? Or after happiness, what will you do? Therefore, the happiness is the ultimate goal of life. Therefore, to achieve the happiness, we are trying to educate ourselves to get something and thinking that it will give us happiness at last. So that is why everyone is trying to get degree, study, then get degree, then earn money. Then with the money, they try to fulfill their desires to be happy. That's all. So this is why everyone is studying. But actually, then if so, what should happen? All the people who learn a lot and who have gone up to the highest level must be always happy, because we think that after getting money and we will be settled in our life happily. So settling in life happily is the successful in life. So we will be successful in life. So after getting the degree, or then we will lot, then after earning money, then we will be happy in life. But then all the educated people must be happy throughout their life. So no, even we can say the most educated people are most miserable people in the world. So you see the education system, we just think that after getting education we will be happy in our life, but it is not so. Why it not so is, we think that after getting it we will be happy in our life with the money. By earning money we think that we can be happy, but that is wrong. That is why it always gives us wrong results, and we won't be happy. Even the most miserable people are educated people because of this wrong way of this earning money. So this is the present situation of our education system. And now if you look at the real education system, if it is a quality education, if it is a real education, what it should be? The real education is to remove our ignorance. Is the main role of education, to remove our ignorance and to remove our ego, to shine light on our life. So through education we are enlightened. This is the real education. Remove our ego, remove our ignorance and enlighten. So this is the expectation from the education. If so, if the education gives this, then this must be the quality education. So what we have to do is, then we have to analyze this, what are the problems that we have in our education system, and then how we can develop this education system. Here we know the difference between the present education system and the real education system. Now if you want to develop from the present education system to real education system, then we have to go through 4 ways. There are 4 ways should be reformed to attain the quality education. So let us see one by one. Now we know what is a real education and the present education. Now we can see how we can develop the education system to attain the quality education. The first one is, if we want to develop a quality education, first one we have to do is, we have to have perfect leader in the education system, because a leader is very important anywhere, even in the family also. If the leader is not good, then the family will be destroyed, and if the country, the leader is not good, then everything will be collapsed. Even in the religion, if the religious leader is not good in character, then everything will be destroyed. So it will go in a wrong way. So likewise, in the education system must be ruled by perfect and the suitable person as the head of the education system. Therefore, we must focus first on the leader of the education system. So the leader must be not only well-educated person, but also he must have ethical and moral values together with the education. If you don't have moral values, the existing education will not give us perfectness in our lifestyle. Therefore, we need mainly the moral and ethical values. So we have to get a just person who attained wisdom. So if we select such a person, he automatically will have all the moral values. We don't need to suspect anything from here. Whatever he does will be correct because he got wisdom. He knows the truth. So therefore, he is the exact person who can lead us to the quality education. Therefore, we have to select a good quality person and educator, as at the same time he must have these moral values that such as truthfulness, generosity, respect, obedience, and honesty, and those all the moral and ethical values. So how we can find out whether he has moral values? That we know that there are many ways to find out. If we just see a person and we can test the certificates and his contribution to the country and to the people and how he behaved and everything. All those can be tested, and the experience from certain practices and social contributions and everything can be considered. The people can select those leaders to be a perfect leader for the education system. So if that is over, then we can go to the next. So if this goes wrong, the first one goes wrong, everything will be collapsed. Even though you have a good teachers and everything, the highest level will suppress everything and impose their opinion, wrong decisions to the lower hierarchical administration, and then everything will be collapsed. So the people will not get quality education because of the head of the education system. So, and also another important thing, this person, if we have elected or nominated a person, suitable person, and that person should not be disturbed by any other institutions or political leaders. If any intrusion happens and any power is misused by anyone, then this will be also collapsed, because other people are not suitable for this education. We just select that person is the suitable and he has the all rights and all abilities to take this education system to a high level or high quality education. Therefore, we just believe that he will do everything in his own. But some other person or political leaders or any institutions interfere with his decisions and with his actions, and everything will be collapsed. Then no need to have such a person like this. Then if we have such a person in that position, it will not help us to develop quality education, because others will not allow him to do in his own decision. Therefore, that is also very much important. And next, the second one is recruitment of teachers. If we recruit teachers into any institution or the schools, and we must be very careful, because teachers are the people who are directly handling the students and developing their attitudes and education to future. Therefore, they are the very important people to be considered now. Therefore, we have to select their abilities and all the characters. What we do now, if they have any degree or diploma in any vocational or training centers or anywhere, then simply just we have an interview, formal interview, and check the certificates whether they are good in the subject, and accordingly we just recruit the people and select the schools and anywhere and place the recruitment. So if we do like that, all the people who doesn't have the moral values and not good in characters, but they know the subject, but they are good in other aspects, they are not good people. So how they can develop a good education system, or how they can bring or give produce a good quality students, because the students will always learn everything from the teachers. When the teacher punish for even small things, and the student also will learn from him, and when he become a teacher, he also will do the same thing again to another students. So this is how people are doing again and again. If a teacher simply throw his exercise book on his face, if he made a mistake or something, then the student mentally will be affected, and he will think that, oh my god, if anyone make mistake, then we also have to throw his exercise book on his face. And some teachers will throw the dusters on their faces, and using bad words they even scold the students. Then if it is so, how we can expect a good student in future from that teacher? It is impossible at all. Therefore we must have a good teacher first, otherwise we cannot have anyhow any good people in future. Therefore recruitment of teachers are very much important. And the second one, if so, how we can recruit? Then we have to check the quality first, the degree, and we allocate 50 marks for this, and other 50 marks is for the moral values and his character, attitude. That must be tested. The certificate from any society in the social work or practicing yoga and those practice, and if he followed several years continuously, and that person will not harm anyone because he is in spiritual practice. Therefore he cannot do any harmful things to anyone. Therefore his character also will be automatically good, and ethical and moral values will be perfectly matching. So this kind of experience certificate we can test from those people during the interview, and select accordingly whether their attitude is very good or character. And through these certificates, all these experiences and social work, if he is working for a long time, yes, we can ask 2 years of social work experiences, and a certificate from any religious leaders or something like that. So the person usually must have, and if we are asking so, and 50 marks for that, then people whoever comes from that, they should know, then 50 marks for this and 50 marks for the character. Then they should develop their character, and they should show even, and they should get the certificate from the trained people whether they are good in character. But they have to verify that whether that is true. Even some people can say simply he is good in this and everything, but that must be verified really with 2 or 3 evidences, and he has to produce evidences that he is doing continuously yoga practices and spiritual practices and those things. So that can be verified and tested before. And asking question also, we can test some characters, or from their answers we can find out. So that kind of questions can be asked during the interview, and give the marks. The obedience, teamwork, generosity, truthfulness, honesty. Without those things, if we recruit those people, they will surely destroy everything. So this must be tested and must be assessed for the recruitment. Even if we impose this kind of things, then the university or any other vocational training centers that produces this kind of graduates or the teachers will also be careful on this. They also will develop a system so that they can give this kind of values to the students who are coming out of their institutions. Then they gradually get this kind of skills and these attitudes. So this kind of attitudes should come from the childhood itself. Therefore we can ask even certificate from childhood. This must be practiced, then only we can get good teachers. Then we must know the difference between teacher and a guru. If it is a teacher, teacher will teach only the subject, but the guru is entirely different from teacher. The teacher will only provide what the student do not have, but the guru will remove what the student doesn't require. So that is the opposite way. So if we don't have any unwanted things inside, that person will develop himself. But the teacher, what he does is simply just check what he doesn't have and provide those things and fill with everything. And he prepares the student to the outward journey, and the guru will prepare that student to the inward journey. So these are the differences between guru and a teacher, and the system should not allow to be barely a teacher. Teacher means only the subject. If anyone knows the subject, they can teach, and they just even transfer their bad characters to all the students and they go. You would have noticed already that a student usually obey to their teachers than their parents. So whatever the teachers say, they will give importance to that than the parents' words. So in that case, as if a teacher is not good in character, and the same character will reflect on the students, and therefore the students will not be a good person or good citizen in future. Therefore, this is very important one that we have to consider in our education system. Recruiting teachers are very much important one. And if we go to the third one is the curriculum. If you look at the curriculum, present curriculum, only science, maths, and those other history and all other subjects. And in university, there are several other subjects. If you look at this curriculum, only the subjects are being taught in this curriculum. And are they giving any importance to the moral values? So if you look at the schools they have some certain rules and regulations in the name of discipline. Disciplines are just to do something in front of them. Then when they enter into the school, they just change themselves and obey this one. When they come out of that, they just turn in the other way, oppositely. So in front of them only, just they behave. That is discipline. That will not change them. If a teacher is very strict in a class and another teacher in the next class is not strict, and he or she is very flexible, and the students will start to talk and freely behave in front of her or him. But in front of the strict teacher, all students will be very quiet, and it appears that they will be listening the subject. But it doesn't mean that being strict will work. They are just pretending in front of because of fear, nothing else. After he or she has gone out, then you can see the real nature of those students. And the teacher will think that since I am always strict only, these people are being quiet and learning a lot like that. But it is not so. But their character is not changed. But the teacher sometimes may think that because of her activities, the students are very perfect and very obedient, because in front of her or in front of him, they will be like that only. But just if she has gone, everything will be opposite. So has she changed their character of all the students? Really not. But she will be, or he will be thinking that she has changed, and she will be very proud of that. Even other teachers also sometimes, without knowing, they will be telling that, you are very great because students are obeying your words. But our students are not obeying our words because we are not strict. But it is not so. Just a reverse. Because the flexible teacher always gives more freedom to the students, but even though they talk, but we can slowly change those people in a different way, but we have to talk in a different manner and give more freedom, and then they will come in the proper way, and easily we can change all the students in our way, then so that we can educate them easily, because they all will concentrate and dedicatedly they will be learning everything whatever the teacher teaches. So this will happen if a teacher is very good. If teacher is not good, even if the teacher doesn't know about this, then she will not behave like this, because she will be thinking in opposite way, and therefore this will never happen like this. So always the students will be perfect in front of her, and after that they will not do it. So this will happen if the teacher is like this. So recruiting teachers are very much important. And if you go to the third one is curriculum, introducing curriculum, a good curriculum to all the institutions like this. If the university, and the university curriculum must be changed. If it is a training center, the training center curriculum must be changed. If it is school, and the curriculum must be changed accordingly, so that we get the quality education. We change frequently the curriculum, and all the institutions are changing every 5 years, or even frequently they are changing their curriculum, but copying from Western country and doing something and changing the method, but it doesn't work at all, because without knowing why we are changing and what to change, where to change, we cannot achieve this kind of quality education, because we don't know what is quality first. And education, what is education? We don't know. Therefore, we just try to provide what is demand in the Western world, and that goes in a business way. So everyone is selling and producing like a product, and they are trying to produce marketable students from the institutions, and they also like it. The students also like them, and in their feedback they are also giving so the same feedback. We could not get employment, and this will help us to get employment, all focusing the employment, because everyone is thinking that we have to earn money. That is why everyone is studying. So their target is that. Therefore, this the institution also try to provide and satisfy their needs, and it becomes a business, and everyone is earning something, but students are learning to earn. That's all, nothing else. So if it's so, how we can get the quality education? Then sometimes we ourselves tell that this kind of education is quality education. People will like, because most of the people will come to this institution and register for courses, and they get more benefit if it's a private universities. Then they earn a lot. So this kind of curriculum is very important, because the curriculum should be designed not in a way so that they can get job easily, but curriculum should remove the ignorance of the students. To remove the ignorance, we must study. So the curriculum must be focused to remove the ignorance. So that can be even science also. We do research. Research means doing research to find out the truth, and we don't find out the real truth. We just say because of this is happening. So we do research and find out something, and we stop with that. We don't go further. And why this is happening? Again, go behind and see what that one which produces everything, from where these all laws are coming. So we have to find out the one which is the truth behind all these sciences and everything. So through this also we can find, and through research we find something, and again do further, and then find out the truth. So we don't do it. We just stop somewhere in between and say that we learned everything, and we will be very proud of ourselves, and then we can check ourselves. If we are completely learned, what should happen? The person must be fully satisfied and will be always happy, and the ego should be reduced a lot. You can see any educated person without or with less ego. Educated people will have more ego than uneducated people. So from this itself, we can simply say the present education is going in the opposite way. So it doesn't remove the ignorance. Instead, it adds more and more ignorance, because they didn't completely learn anything. They stop somewhere and focusing on something and going in a wrong way. That is why these all are happening in a reverse way. Then we are still searching for the quality education. So this curriculum must be designed in such a manner that apart from this, that science, maths and all these subjects, we must surely give more importance to add these moral values. And religions, even the religions can be there, even that can be removed. It's not a matter. But that philosophy from all the religions must be added together. As civics, now you can see there's a subject. Now the students are learning civics. That is very good subject in my point of view. But earlier there were not such good subject introduced. But now, in addition to the religion, there is a civic subject that contains all these moral values and give more importance to us. So this will happen. So to prevent all these things, first we have to understand what is the real education and what it should be, and then how we can develop. Then we will know that how we can develop. We are focusing on removing the ignorance from our life and find out the truth. We have to write the curriculum in such a manner to give all the values, all the valuable aspects with the education, and then we can achieve those quality education. So for that, what we can do is, apart from this, all subjects, no problem. But then the civics, that must be given more importance, and the evaluation system also should be changed for this, particularly for this kind of subjects, because the people who teach these subjects also very important, because anyone can simply just go through that and teach, but the person who realize these values in his life experience only can teach very well to those students, so that will have some value inside when it comes from experience. So the evaluation system also must be changed completely to give the real value to those students. Therefore, the evaluation system must have the practical aspect of testing. When the civics teacher teaches, she or he can note the people, they can observe all the students and find out who is behaving in a good manner and whose attitude is wrong, and they can try to change, saying these aspects and everything, and then slowly observe the changes from the students, and for the improvement, he or she can give marks, and from the beginning up to the end of the class they can give marks. Every day they can put marks even, so that students also should know practically they are testing their attitudes, and everyone should realize that this attitude is a good one. Then they will try to change their attitude and the mindsets, because they are spending a lot of time with the teachers during daytime, and they obey also in that environment. So we can easily give those values slowly and change all the students through this kind of subjects, and also this must be compulsory, and the practical assessment must be given more weightage, so that can be changed. We cannot say that it cannot be changed. So when he come out of the school, his character will be different. We have to make them to realize, that is very important, not just teaching. We have to make them to realize it, and through evidences we can tell many evidences and experiences. That is why I told you that the teacher is very important. The teacher who teaches this kind of subject must be a realized person. Then only that person can teach in this manner. Otherwise, they just read and go. That will not work at all. And also, all the religious philosophy must be added together. And even we can remove religion subjects if possible. That it will be very good even. Because of the religious, people will be separated. So if you remove those, then the people will not be separated. So that religious leaders can oppose these things, but it is the truth. So all the religions says the truth. So everyone should go to that one. So we remove that paths and directly focus on that truth and the philosophy that can be from all the religions. All the religions are saying the same. So that can be extracted and put together and teach them together. Then they don't need anything. They will be a good person in future. They will not see this person is not mine, this person is mine, like that. They will not separate, because they just feel everything is one. Otherwise, they feel that one religion will feel this is my religion and those people are other religion there. So this is how the problems are always being created, and everyone is suffering because of this. This can be removed through curriculum. The curriculum must be implemented in such a way this can be put together, and the people's mind should be unique. They should know only the truth, not the different thing. One will think that that is the truth, another one thinks the other one is the truth, and that they will clash each other. They will be fighting. No, what I think is the correct. Other one will say what I think is the correct. Another people, no, 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 what I think is the correct one. So everyone, whatever he thinks, that will be the correct one. Because according to that person, that is correct. That is why they are doing. Even the thief can have justification for his theft, because he will think that I am stealing from the people who have a lot of things, isn't it? So that is justification. So then that is why the thieves are stealing things with justification. This is the justification. It is correct because he doesn't spoil another one's life. He just say he has more. I am just taking some. He also will not be affected. I just can live. So is it reasonable? Yeah. So then if we think like that, this is also reasonable. And the beggar also can justify himself for his way of living. So anyone can just say, just to give justification, whatever they do, according to their justification, it is correct. That is why they are doing. They feel that it is not correct, they will not do. So whatever the person is doing, that according to that person, it is correct. Then another person is there, then it will be a problem. So it should not be like that. So if this person and this person realize the real truth, then there's no clash, because he also will be thinking about this and this person also will be thinking about the same. So there will be no clash, otherwise the clash will come. So this is how if we know this truth, then we can just handle this kind of things, and slowly we can develop this high quality education at last. So this is the third one that we have to focus. And also we have the evaluation system and the curriculum. Curriculum must be redesigned in such a manner to give more importance to these ethical and moral values, and assessment methods also must be changed during this curriculum revision. If students come to know that they are giving more importance to the values, then they also will focus on that and try to get more marks on that, and then their behavior also, even for that marks, they will try to change, and slowly it becomes their character. So then finally we will be successful. So in this manner we can change everything through this third one. And fourth one, the last one, is through introducing yoga and meditation. That is very important thing. Western countries are following those things, and they found this is very valuable, and therefore they take all those things from eastern part, and they are developing themselves. And now lots of research are going on in this and called now the transcendental meditation. So they found very successful, and they measured even the brain activities also after doing, and they have tested without yoga and meditation, and some people, the crowd of people, they learn, and the same subject will be taught to another crowd of people who is regularly doing this kind of transcendental meditation and those things, and then they compare those things and measure scientifically, and finally conclude that this gives enormous difference between the normal people and the people who is doing yoga and meditation. So it increases the concentration, and the stress will not come at all, and they simply learn everything, and easily they can understand even the biggest things. The complex things also can be resolved as very simply, and their behavior changes gradually. Even we will not teach them how to behave. Whatever they behave will be the correct one. So even they don't know. Naturally that will come if you do. If you start to do that, and naturally everything will change, and their character becomes that. So we don't need to even test those things. So this is how that should be done regularly. So the Western country, they found it, and there is no university without yoga and meditation now. But in Sri Lanka, if you look at Sri Lanka, there is no such thing. Now only slowly Columbia University and some universities have started to do yoga practices, and not even the meditation, but yoga practices are now started. The yoga is giving a lot of things that everyone knows, but the people are using those small things here and there. Some like to have their body slim, and they use those yoga. Some people, they don't have diseases frequently, then they use those to cure some diseases. They use those yoga practices, and then they selectively do some yoga and get out of it. For different purposes they are using them, because that is good for everything. So whoever use those one, they can remove certain things, and according to their wishes they use it certain things and get benefit. But real benefit is not that. These are the side things. But the real thing is to remove the ignorance, and it will help us to find out the truth. And slowly it will lead us to find out the truth. This education also will help us, and this also will help for education, and good education will be absorbed in those people who are doing regularly yoga and meditation. This was scientifically proved, and they are practicing, but still we didn't start. We just ignore it. And some people say that is from another religion. Some say it is not at all good, or it is nothing at all. Scientifically, there is nothing. But really, something is happening. Now, the scientifically, it is everything is proved, but it will take another 10 or 20 years to reach us. This must be implemented, and this must be very compulsory to all the people, not only for the students, but also for all the teachers. They must be very clear on this. Then only the students also will follow that. Then slowly that system will move towards the correct path and to reach the quality education. So this is how, through these 4 ways, we can achieve or develop quality education at last. So it will not take much years. If we can, in our level, we can do our best. So if we can introduce yoga and meditation to all schools, first we can do this. Then slowly we can develop within the school and the institution. Then even the next generation people will be okay, and this generation people can be like this, no problem. But after 10 years or 20 years, then it will come to those people. Then they will come to know the truth finally. They will change all the curriculum. As I said, the all things must be changed automatically. Then if the people are good there, and all this will come automatically, then we can develop the quality education. There will be no doubt, and no one will talk about the quality there, because the quality is already there. If it is not there, only we will talk about the quality. Just say education. Education removes ignorance and shines light on our life, and everyone will be happy throughout, and no problem, no clashes, no fight, and all will become one. There's no problem to talk about. So this is the quality of education. Are we educated now? Then we have to ask ourselves, are we educated? No. Still we have lots of problems. Therefore we are not educated. Then this is the final thing that I can tell. Find out the truth through education, and that truth itself will enlighten ourselves to bring this quality life. That is through quality education. So happiness is the ultimate goal of all life. Therefore that can be achieved through this. Thank you very much.